everyone, my name is Steve Killingsworth. I am an investor here in Michigan, and today we're going to talk about self-storage rate strategy and the three types of occupancies you need to understand in order to implement a rate strategy. So let's go ahead and get started. The first type of occupancy you need to understand is the unit type occupancy. It's a really simple concept. It's simply the percentage of units that are occupied. If you have 100 units and 90 are occupied, then you have a 90% unit occupancy. Unit occupancy is used to evaluate rates, and you need to monitor them daily. And you do this by grouping your units by size, by climate control, non-climate control, where they're located in the facility. Are they in the front of the facility or are they in the back of the facility? Because each unit is a unique product that has a unique value. No 10 by 10 have the same value. For example, the 10 by 10 at the front of the facility is going to have more value than the one in the back. In addition, the last 10 by 10 that you have available is going to be worth more than if you had 3 or 4 available. So it's important to understand when you're developing a rate strategy is your unit type and the occupancy for that unit. If all of your 10 by 10s are full, then you can increase your street rates and the rates in place on your current tenants because they're full and there's strong demand for those. Conversely, if you're having trouble renting out your 5 by 10s, then you may want to offer some type of discount, other concession, or you may want to think about reconfiguring those units to a more high demand product. Next up, you need to understand the physical occupancy of a facility. And it's simply the total rentable square feet that you have rented out. Now, it's not very useful for evaluating rates, and it can also be very misleading. For example, if you have 110 by 20s that are 100% full, and you have 105 by 10s that are completely empty, then you're going to have an 80% physical occupancy. 80% of the square feet are rented, but you're going to have a 50% occupancy at the unit mix. So it's going to be a little misleading. Physical occupancy, though, it's a popular term. It's a popular when you're in discussions, but it's important to know the difference between the unit type occupancy and the physical type occupancy. And the last type of occupancy you need to be aware of is the most important type, and that's the economic vacancy. So what is the economic vacancy? Economic vacancy is simply the street rate minus your actual cash collected. So let's take a closer look. Gross potential revenue. That's if 100% of your street rates are collected on 100% of the units, everyone pays on time, every unit is rented out, every dollar is collected. That doesn't happen in real life, but it's a starting point to determine the economic vacancy. So start with the GPR, then you back out discounts, delinquent, and vacancies to get the amount of cash actually collected. And that's going to be your effective gross rent. If you're having issues with your economic vacancy, you're going to want to check out the delinquencies, the vacancies, and the discounts to figure out where you're losing money and where that value is going. It's important to understand the occupancies so you can understand the story of a facility and predict where it will be in the future. That's all I have for you today. We'll talk to you next time, and go blue.